I know. The title was a bit exaggerated. If you knew this person like I knew her, you'd understand why I even called her the devil in the first place. I'll get into detail about it throughout the video, so stay tuned for that. By the way, this is an actual story. It's not the imaginary story that I made with MJ and Patrice back in December, so this is an actual event.
I was touched by a savage moon. I was kissed by a burning sky.
So basically what happened was, this girl added me from shout out from someone that I did with before. When she added me, like, we started talking. We found like surface similarities with each other, like we got the same kind of grades in GCSE, all that kind of stuff, like introductory conversation. Ironically enough, her birthday was actually nearby as well. It was actually a few days after we first met. When these few days passed, she asked me, "Oh, Jeffrey, what are you getting for me?" And I was like, she said it in such a tone where, like, if I didn't get her something, she'd actually make me feel very bad. So I had to think of something to get her. So I got her something like on Boohoo. Actually, come to think of it, she could have used that as an advantage from me, because we only knew each other for a few days at this point. Who buys presents for someone? I already jammed by even thinking of buying this person a present at the very beginning of the relationship. That's a massive L. That's a massive flop. Like, you don't do that in the beginning of a relationship.
You don't do them things.
Everything was calm for at least 2 weeks until this thing happened. We were having a normal conversation. I was giving her fast replies, she was giving me fast replies. It was going back and forth until I deaded the street, because obviously I can't give fast replies every single time, even if I wanted to. As we all know, like, life gets in the way. Like, how can you give fast replies every single time you message someone? If that person thinks they can do that, they're actually tapping their fucking heads.
You fucking donkey!
This girl just has no empathy whatsoever. And even the times where she did show empathy, I realized that it was all fake, because she just wanted to, like, move on with this relationship. The only reason why she even wanted to be in this relationship in the first place is because she was bored. I texted her like 2-3 hours later because I was busy with like guests and stuff. So she was annoyed at the fact that I took long to reply. Then she was hella rude and everything. So I already explained to you why it took me long to reply, and you can't even acknowledge that. Like, are you dumb?
Bitch, are you dumb?
Pardon me?
Are you scum? I get blocked on Snap and blocked on other social medias as well. It was definitely peak. I was wondering, like, what have I actually done? I even went to one of my friends. I went to a few of my friends actually, and told them the whole story over text. And then they were like, actually, yeah, she's in the wrong. Like, she shouldn't have done that. She was being a drama queen, all that kind of stuff. I'm like, fam, at least someone agrees with me. Because I felt like I was in the wrong, but I wasn't. This wasn't the first time this actually happened. Like, this happened multiple times. Like, it'd be one day where I take only like an hour to reply. I post something on my story first and then reply to her immediately after. It's a petty reason to get annoyed at someone for. I thought that, oh, we're probably done and everything, because she just stormed off and didn't really like imply that, oh, we're gonna take a little break or anything like that. A week passed and then she just called me out at random, and then she even started to attack me because I didn't actually pop up to her apologizing and shit. I already did that enough times. I'm not going to do it again and again and again. It's draining. Luckily, I was able to make peace about the whole situation.
When your love is gone away, it's a long goodbye.
It happened again to myself. I probably thought it was going to like be for 2 weeks. Then she'll pop up and say that, oh, let's rekindle this relationship and stuff like that, etc, etc. But little did I know, I was wrong.
I was wrong.
I actually had to pop up to her, and then I was like wondering, oh, how come you're not messaging me, blah blah blah. And then she said that, oh, you know what, let's just dead this whole relationship, I don't like it. She didn't really see from eye to eye or anything. She just completely accused me of all the wrong things I did. Like, I kept on being so slow to reply, I was a boring guy and all that kind of stuff. Even though it's not true. Nice, yeah. Most of my friends usually say the complete opposite of me, that I'm actually kind of funny and all that kind of stuff, and I'm interesting to be around, and there's no dull moments around me. So I don't get where she got any of this from. Plus, on top of that as well, it was lockdown. Like, what are you supposed to do during lockdown? Am I supposed to like host a flipping circus outside my yard, or are you actually tapped? I was annoyed obviously, because I knew deep down this wasn't true. And then another argument started, and this argument lasted for 2 days straight. Even family members got involved. It was that serious. Obviously I ain't no dummy. Within a month I already realized that this whole relationship that I was in was toxic, but I still wanted to be in it. I thought it was going to get better, and eventually I thought it was going to detoxify itself, like it was going to purify itself. Clearly it didn't. I did try to keep this relationship. I did try persuading and all that kind of stuff. Like I sent on bare paras and stuff like that. Like, you'd think I was a simp. At the same time, I was actually kind of happy that it did end. It would have been bad for my mental health, to be honest with you. Like, my mental health was actually going down. There's one thing that you need to know about relationships, that you need to be able to like read the person you're with and understand their personality properly, which is something I didn't do that well in my opinion. If I did, I would have clocked out of this relationship time ago, but that's the end of that story time. Another thing that I actually learned from this whole relationship is that you can't pressure yourself to actually be in a relationship you don't like. You might as well dead it, I can't lie. I made some errors here and there, I can't lie, but who doesn't make errors in a relationship? We are all human. Like, relationships aren't supposed to be perfect. They're not supposed to be this perfect image that you present on TV. If you did make it to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching the whole video. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me. If you want to see any more story times like of my life, because I have quite a few, just comment down below or just like this video. It's J Money and I'm signing off in a bit.
I hear you laughing in some other room, and it makes me feel locked out.